Let's do it.
Yes. Give us a play-by-play of the last episode.
I can't really, because we haven't really written it yet. The only thing that's been written is the last scene. Which by the way, never happens. That's not the plan. The plan is you go from 1 to 2 to 3, and then you get to the last scene. But I meditate every morning, and one morning I came out of the meditation and I had the whole last scene, which is so weird. That never happens to me. But I had it. I immediately, I always meditate at my desk. So fortunately, I had my laptop, and I just opened up the computer and typed out, and I'm like, okay, well. This would be nice if we can do it, and we'll see, but that was weird. That was a really special little gift for me, that the muse gave me, where I go, oh, this is kind of nice. So I hope, we'll see what happens.
How do you wrap up a show of this scale in 10 episodes? It sounds like a tall order.
It is a little bit. Look, the good news is we have the most amazing writing staff ever. A lot of really smart people. A lot of people who have been involved with the show since day one, like Beth Schwartz. Who I think we went into it knowing what to do. And the writing staff has been incredible about really crafting, because it's 10 episodes and not 22, you can craft a season that has a lot more focus. And the focus really has been not just crafting a series finale, but crafting a season finale. The entire season is one big finale, because there's an acknowledgement of the entire show's history in all those episodes. And that I think is what's kind of cool. Is that it really feels like we're playing all of our greatest hits, which is kind of nice.
Do you think it's possible to have a spin-off?
The thing I've learned about this show is I never say never. I mean, if you guys go back and you play back the interviews we did in season 1, all the things that we said would never happen ended up happening. So I never say that something's not going to happen. And I would certainly never say that we haven't had those conversations. But I'm a big believer in not foreclosing anything, not turning, down anything, not closing any doors. At the same time, not skiing ahead of our skis and being ahead of ourselves. We have a lot of work to do in terms of launching the season, the crossover, figuring out the finale, in all of its, permutations, without also discussing the spin-off. So we'll see.
Do you go into a final season like this with a checklist almost of, oh, we'd love to see this character back, we'd love this
Yes.
moment happening?
Yes, actually we did. I mean, we had a whole list in the writer's room board of in a perfect world, we see this person, we revisit that moment, we do this thing, because you've only got 10 episodes and that's it. So you've got to okay, what are we doing? Because if you don't do it now, you're never going to get to do it.
Did you get everyone you wanted? Or?
Well, we're early still. So I don't know yet. I don't know yet. My hope obviously is we get everyone we want. And look, I think if you look over the course of 8 years, we've been super lucky. We've had a chance to do a lot of things that I never would have thought we could do. But the way television works is you don't book everyone all at once at the beginning. You've got to, because it's a long period of time. Even 10 episodes is a long period of time, and you've got people who are off doing other projects, and you've got to get them available, and you've got to get them to Vancouver, and it requires the amount of luck. I mean, forget about planning, it's just luck. The amount of luck you have to make all these things come together, it's kind of it's a little daunting sometimes, and you're always feeling like you're rolling the dice, because you are,
So where do we see everyone in the first episode?
Ooh, good question. I have to be coy, because the location of the first episode is really a surprise. I'll tell you this. The first episode really feels like a revisitation of the pilot, and I co-wrote it with Beth, and when I sent off my scenes to her, I said to her, not in a bad way, I said, this feels like a series finale, it doesn't feel like a season premiere. But that was a good thing. because it really was an acknowledgement of how we are returning to our roots, and especially the pilot. It really is like a mirror image of the pilot, which is weird. It's weird to like be revisiting all these key moments, but with a different spin. And it's fun too, because it's like it's the celebration of where we started and what we've been doing for 8 years. So that's what's kind of fun. Cool.